am. So today I am reacting to Foodie's latest video where she talks about going on a new journey to lose weight. So in the last vlog that I covered, Chantal talked about locking in and losing weight, getting herself healthy. And I have my doubts. A lot of people have their doubts because Foodie talks about going on a health journey, but she never even really gets started. She can't stick to anything for more than a few days. I think I have a theory as to why Chantal is changing gears. Theory one, everything else that she's tried to make money on YouTube, it's just not working anymore. I mean, we've all seen her recently dipping her toes into the ambiance video community, doing ASMR videos, doing skits. Hold on a second, I gotta let Booger out. There you go. She's scratching at the door. Let's see. Doing the food, doing couples vlogs. I mean, she's tried so many different things, none of which she has a true passion for. And so she always falls back on what she knows might halfway work, and that's the food. For those that do not know, YouTube, they've been switching around their policies. They become much more strict about anyone doing videos revolving around excessive food. And I know that they're enacting those policies as we speak, because even with my react videos, and you guys know I don't do excessive swearing, so that's not a problem for me. They've been hitting me hard, labeling a lot of them limited, and I don't curse. I think it has a lot to do with her content. But if they're hitting me, they've got to be hitting Chantal. So maybe she's not making as much money as she once was on her content. And she knows that she cannot stay doing what she's doing if she wants to make a decent income. So let's finally get on that health journey. Well, and you guys are about to see with this video, it's a lost cause. It's all talk, and it's just not going to work. I told you guys my feelings on that. You cannot heal in the same environment that you hurt in. If you put yourself in a certain environment and around certain people that enable you with things that hurt you, there's no possibility of change here. You might start off on a health journey, but you're going to quickly get derailed by just the temptations and bad behaviors and bad habits, because there's nobody around to tell you no and to help keep you on track. So I'm going to go over some stuff I found on Twitter, and we're going to look at the vlog together. And I've got plenty of thoughts. Trust me, I do. And then we'll just call it a day. So let me just go ahead and switch over to Twitter. We got some cool stuff that I found on Twitter, some positive stuff. Okay, so let's see here. So there's my Twitter. For those who want to join me on Twitter, it's Wild Girl Sarah. Okay, something to start out with that's positive from why you should have animals. Look at the birdie. Twitter needs this. Everybody needs that. Look at the love. Beautiful parrot. Absolutely gorgeous. So much love. Okay. Interesting thing from Sal Pal. So Foodie has been complaining about purchasing extra seats as she travels. Sal Pal brings up an interesting point about that. Tall and heavily muscled people have to pay for extra seating too. It is what it is. The standard seat sizes are just that, standard. If you don't fit into the standard body size type, then make changes where you can. She can afford to stuff her face, but she can't afford the extra seat. Exactly. So Foodie has said multiple times that her food bill is over $3,000. a month. I don't know what it is now with Salah keeping an eye on the money. I imagine they have enough money considering the fact that she bought him a new iPhone and the new car and now a new computer, a very expensive computer. So there must be money coming in the door. It's just not going towards all the junk that she normally buys. But Foodie, if you can afford to buy Salah a new iPhone and now recently a new laptop, girlfriend, you can afford an extra seat. And if you don't like the extra seat, there are options. There are other means of travel. There's traveling by boat, there's traveling by train, there's traveling by car. If airplanes are not where it is for you, there's other ways to travel. If you want to travel by airplane and you want to travel safely, you have to buy that extra seat. That way it's safe for you and the other passengers on the plane. Here's another additional note from CNN. While a number of airlines, including United Airlines, require passengers of size to buy an additional seat in advance, some refund the purchase if one or more seats are available after takeoff. However, there is no universal standard. So you might buy an extra seat, and if the plane is not all the way full, you might get that money back. But just to be on the safe side, you have to buy that extra seat just in case the plane is packed, Foodie. It is what it is. If you don't like buying extra seats, maybe get yourself in better health to where you don't need the extra seats. Holly Go Heavy says, not Chantal's alter ego protesting healthy eating in the comments. I can't. The crap show continues. So just another halal doll. That's Foodie. That's one of her socks. That was exposed a while ago. And Halal Doll, aka Foodie, says, I support you if this is what makes you happy, but I'm sad to see the mukbangs go. You can be beautiful and of size at the same time. A beauty like you should be able to relax and enjoy meals and leave the outings to your husband. So, this comment right here, this is what Chantal wants to say out loud. You know, she did this vlog talking about going on a health journey and she's ready to lock in and get healthy. At the same time, on her sock, she's making comments like this. And what I'm taking from this comment is she's not happy about going on this health journey. She's silently protesting it. You know, this comment is kind of passive aggressive. I'm sad to see the mukbangs go. Translation, she wants to continue to be on YouTube and eat and make money with it. She doesn't like the idea of doing other content where she just can't eat a meal and make a bunch of money. You can be beautiful and of size at the same time. You know, there's beauty in every size, y'all. There is beauty in every size, shape, color, ethnicity out there. But no matter what your size, no matter who you are in the world, you should be healthy. You know, you always value your health. Your health is king. If you're not healthy, then you're probably not living your best life. You're suffering. So health is part of beauty, Foodie Beauty. Health is part of a beautiful life. Unfortunately, you traded away 100% of your health for a paycheck and for expensive toys for your man. A beauty like you should be able to relax and enjoy meals and leave the outings to your husband. Another translation going on here. She doesn't want to do anything. She wants Salah to wait hand and foot on her. I've always wondered if her master plan was to go to Kuwait and get bedridden, and Salah would just be forced to wait hand and foot on her. She honestly has no inclination to do things for herself at all. She's not interested in adulting. She wants everybody else to do everything for her. If she were truly on a real health journey, if she were locked in and mentally, emotionally, physically ready, Why would she make comments like this under her sock? I'm so sad to see the mukbangs go. I'm getting I'm getting some flashbacks right now reading that. The fast food funeral. She did that twice. Just mourning the loss of fast food. I'm getting vibes of that right now. You know, she's wanting to be locked in, and this is her health journey, y'all. But yet she's mourning the loss of her lazy content. We're not mourning the loss. We're not mourning the loss of that at all. We're sick of watching you eat the gross noises. You basically just using the food to run up the meter to make your videos longer. Yeah, it's time to bring that to a close. Hidden Truths says Foodie Beauty, why did she change her voice again at the end? It's like her second personality came out. Yeah, let's listen.
All right, I now have to organize all of this fruit and veg. I did have a fig and an apricot before the gym.
She is out of breath. Why is she out of breath? That's crazy. She's not at the gym, like she just got through working out, and of course you're going to be breathless. Why are you out of breath just describing fruit, Foodie? Is that a signal to the feedy people? Like you're trying to sound all seductive and bedroomy here. Is that what was going on? Over fruit? Come on now.
And these are very delicious Syrian figs.
You know, I saw this vlog and I saw that amount of fruit. And my first thought was, can she eat all that? Will she eat all that? Because that's a whole lot of fruit, y'all. Now, I know the foodie has a sweet tooth. You know, she is into carbs, she's into sugar. 1,000% she's got a problem with carbs and sugar. And that's how she has the energy to do anything anymore. But that many figs, I'm happy that she's trying to find other sweet things that are somewhat healthy to replace the non-healthy sugar and carbs, but can she eat all those figs? That's a lot of fruit. A lot.
Yella. All right, I now have to organize all of this.
Because there's not just the figs. What is that back here? What is that? I'll see it in the vlog, but that's a lot of fruit. Can you eat all of that fruit before it starts to go bad, foodie? We'll see. Okay, this is from Kristen, and she's showing us the video tags. So we've got weight loss, weigh in, weight loss journey, foodie beauty, revert, Islam, hijab, gym vlog, losing weight, obesity, health vlog, Middle East, Kuwait vlog. That's a mixture of different tags, foodie. It sounds like, just from the tags alone, you're trying to bring in the weight loss community, the Muslim community. Let's see, you're also quietly signaling those that are the feedy people with the obesity tag. You're still trying to pull in different genres of people, trying to increase your audience. You can put all the tags you want on your videos, foodie, and your live streams. But the problem is, if the content is not quality, they're not going to stay. Trying to attract the attention of people, in order to keep it, you got to have something worth watching. So, are you going to provide something of quality? Or are you going to try to find other new ways to be lazy for effortless content? We'll see. Sal Pal says, I'm really happy Chantal has eaten herself into oblivion and can't confidently do her one-seat airplane trick anymore. My guess is that the last time she flew, more of the fuss was made than she alluded to. Good. Stay in Kuwait, Chantal. Don't come back. Well, she did tell us a story about it. There was a delay for like 45 minutes. From my understanding, she was sitting in a gentleman's seat and she didn't want to get out, so the plane was delayed by 45 minutes. So her trying to just slide by and get on a plane and pray that nobody has to sit next to her, I don't think that's going to work this time. I think she has to buy extra seats. And they're not going to put up with her nonsense if she tries anything again. Okay, interesting tweet from Holly Go Heavy. So the hormone Chantal is talking about, until which one feels full, is leptin, the signal the brain gets once the stomach is at capacity. Her insulin resistance and food problem has massively delayed the release of leptin. She needs semaglutide or WLS to fix this issue. Won't happen. So that's the name of the hormone. Yeah, that got messed up with me too. But yeah, that does get messed up for a time, and it takes a lot to reverse it. I think her leptin signal is completely messed up right now. Okay, so that was it for Twitter. Let's go on to the actual vlog. Let me just go ahead and switch the screen over. We'll watch it together, and trust me, I've got so many thoughts. So many thoughts. Oh, you know what? Before we get into that, let's see what the people have to say. Lady Nighthawk says, girl, we can clearly see you've gained way more than a little over 2 kilos. So I guess in the vlog, she said that she's only gained 4.5, 5 pounds. I disagree. She's gained way more than that. When she went to Kuwait, she wasn't wearing the biggest size abaya they had. She's now wearing the biggest size abaya that is available. The next size up would have to be a custom abaya. And you've only gained 5 pounds, Foodie, for that to happen? The abayas that you now wear, they're practically skin tight. They're almost bodycon dresses. You've gained more than 5, Foodie. Way more. Samantha says, you must mean 2 kilos from your last mukbang, because there's absolutely no way in heck you've only gained that from all the food you've inhaled since being in Kuwait. Well, it's simple math. If you have someone that every time they sit down for a meal, they are eating well over 2,000, sometimes even over 3,000 calories in one sitting. Little scientific fact. It takes 3,500 calories to make 1 pound of fat. Also, if you're someone like, say, Foodie size and you are 500 pounds, you have to factor in that it must take a certain number of calories to maintain 500 pounds. So if, say, you're 500 pounds like Chantal and you're not losing weight, you're actually gaining whatever calories it may take to maintain 500 pounds. She is eating that plus more. If she decreased her calories per day, she would start to drop weight like crazy because she's not taking in the number of calories to maintain her weight. Just decreasing the portion sizes and eating healthy at her current size, she would lose weight like mad. But if she's not losing weight and she's gaining weight, that means she's eating excessively over that amount. She's not very active. She's very sedentary. She hardly moves. So because of that, she doesn't need that much in the way of calories per day to survive. She doesn't burn the calories. So if you're very sedentary and you're eating between 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day, Foodie, you're still eating way too much. And that's still being converted into fat. So there's no way that you gained only 4 or 5 pounds since you've been there. Your breathing has become increasingly bad. You breathe heavy even when you sit perfectly still. You've broken couches. Little theory, I think that Salah had to get a new vehicle because the last one, due to her weight, It just got messed up. She's broken toilets. She's broken shower drains. She's ripped through her clothes. This was something that never happened with Foodie before. For all those things to happen, there must be a significant weight gain, Foodie. You really need to slow it down. Mandy says, how will your husband be supporting you on this journey? If you cave and ask him to buy you junk food, have you communicated with him how you expect him to respond? Foodie doesn't ask for things, she demands, and she throws temper tantrums. And of course, Salah doesn't want to hear it, so he's going to give in to whatever she wants. That's why I say you can't heal in the same environment that you hurt in. You can't have people enabling you in whatever it is that you're doing where you're hurting yourself. And just to shut her up, Salah will give her whatever she wants. Stargazing says, you're even excessive in your fruit buying. Crazy. Sunny says, you will never lose weight. And when you do, plan skin removal surgery because you will have so much skin. But we all know this arc will not last long. Also, weigh yourself on a bariatric scale, not one that doesn't give an accurate reading. This video cracked me up. Yeah, I would love to see that. Put Foodie on an actual medical scale. You know those old-fashioned medical scales where you stand on them and they have like the weights in the front at the top? And you slide the weights over to show the weight. Yeah, put her on one of those. She can't mess around with one of those. That'll give a true reading. I don't believe the scales that you buy, not with her. She knows how to mess around with those. And you're right, Sunny. If she did lose a lot of weight, she would need skin removal surgery. A lot of it. Given the fact that she has stretched out her skin, she would need that. But one thing at a time. It's still, even with the skin removal surgery, it would still be good for her to lose a lot of that extra weight. Let's see. Carrie says, you should talk to your doctor about Ozempic. It works so good and it helps with hunger and energy. Here's the thing. Chantal did that. She's already tried Ozempic. She made a big whoop-de-doo deal about it on her live streams and on her videos. She showed herself using it. She was using it, but then she stopped using it because she did not like how it made her feel and it stopped her from eating. You know, Chantal has always tried looking for ways to quickly lose weight. She's always looking for this shortcut. She doesn't like the idea of it taking forever. But Rome was not built in a day, and Chantal took a while to get to 500 pounds. So if it takes time to get to 500 pounds, then it means it's going to take time to get back down to, say, 200 or 300. But she's always looking for a shortcut. So she heard that you lose weight on Ozempic. She started doing it, but she didn't like how it stopped her from eating, so she stopped using it. The only thing that has resulted in her losing weight was her using her powdering her nose. When she was powdering her nose with Natter, she did lose weight. You could see it in her face. You could see more of her ears. She went to that extreme and she powdered her nose enough that she lost a lot of weight. But then she gained it all back and then some, because that's not a healthy way to lose weight. Oh, here's something that I've been saying for the longest. Doreen Garcia says, how about exercising at home? YouTube has plenty of good workout videos to do at home in between gym visits. Do them when you think of eating as a thought-stopping exercise when craving hits. Yes, I've been saying that. Haven't I said that? Haven't I been saying that for the longest? If she wants to work out and she's feeling rather shy about going to the gym, if it's too hot to go outside and work out at the gym, work out at home. And if she's working out at home, she doesn't have to worry about maybe filming somebody else, or invading their privacy, why not do home workouts? It just makes sense. They could put that new expensive laptop for Salah to good use, using it for something other than him doing ridiculous gaming. And no, I'm not shading on gamers. You guys know I'm a gamer. It just seems stupid to me for someone who's not a serious gamer to get an expensive laptop. Unless, of course, you need it for work, but it makes a big deal. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. No, you're not, bro. Sit down. You got a gaming channel. You're not doing a doggone thing of it, but let's go get an expensive laptop. Let's make that make sense. Okay. People suggesting more Ozempic. She's already did that, y'all. She already did the Ozempic thing. It did not work because it didn't give her the results fast enough. Marcy says, just my opinion, fruit should be very limited. Girl, it's loaded with sugar, loaded, just like bad carbs. I'm curious about something. Y'all just give me a second. I'm going to friend Google. Okay, so I'm looking at I know one of the items that she just showed in the haul were figs. I was wondering how many grams of sugar in a fig. A single fig contains around 19 grams of sugar and 3 grams of carbs. However, the sugar content in figs is mostly fructose, which is a type of sugar that is metabolized differently than other types of sugar. Figs are a rich source of many vitamins and minerals, including vitamins B6, A, and K, copper, calcium, potassium, iron, magnesium, riboflavin, and many more. So figs are good for you. But if you're someone like Chantal, that she's a diabetic, you want to be careful with sugar. So I was just curious about that. I was curious, like, how sugary are the figs? Because some fruits are sweeter than others. And she bought a bunch of them. Okay, this person, Lily, saying, have you considered WLS? I think it would be beneficial for you. Your stomach will be smaller and you will get sick if you don't stick to the diet. It seems you don't have the willpower to do it on your own. I've said this about Amber, and I've said this about Chantal, and I will say it again. People who have active, out of control food issues should not get WLS or anything like it. I know the thinking is if the stomach is smaller, the person getting it won't be able to eat as much food. All the surgery does is decrease the size of your stomach. However, if you have a problem with food, the problem is in your mind, and no surgeon can fix that. You're still going to have those moments where you want to go completely off the chain. And you will literally make yourself ill, or worse, you could bust open the staples in your stomach. It can lead to a lot of problems. Most surgeons who do that kind of surgery, they want to know you're on a good path, that there's no issues like that going on, because that kind of surgery, it's intense and it's risky anyway. So that's why you have to jump through so many hurdles and pass so many tests before they even attempt that surgery on you. Chantal's in really, really bad health. She's got an enlarged heart. She's got a triple or quadruple size liver. She's got non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I mean, like, every single one of her organs is messed up. Surgery on her would be extremely risky, if not dangerous. So WLS for her is off the table. He's off the table. Never going to happen. And if it does happen with her, it's going to be at the end of her recovery. Like she's going to have to be in recovery for a while before the doctors will look at her and say, okay, you've been on the path for a while. Maybe it might be a good time to help you out a little further. But WLS is not a cure all for food issues. It just isn't. It can't fix your mind. And that's where the issue is. It's not in your stomach. But let's go on to the vlog itself and see what she has to say. Oh, music.
Hey guys, welcome back to my first vlog on this health journey. In my previous mukbang, where I was eating quite unhealthily, sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. I've been running around in the kitchen and organizing all this food. So I'm making this.
Chantal, you are that out of breath just going to your kitchen and putting the food away. Is this not a red flag? Just standing up and putting food away is exhausting for you? And you're planning on traveling with Salah someplace? Just going to your kitchen and putting the food away, you're out of breath with that. That's not even a workout. You're sitting here, you're breathing heavy like you just did some WWE wrestling. Girl, come on now.
Intro after the day's events, actually. So you will see in this video how I spent my day just doing a lot of health food shopping and a weigh-in.
I don't trust that weigh-in. I really don't. I don't trust that scale because I know that certain scales only go up to a certain amount. And Chantal will take a scale and she will find a way to scale it back to where it's not the true weight. You want me to believe you at a certain weight, Chantal? Go to a medical office with a medical scale that can take all of your weight. Then I'll believe it. If you go to a medical office and they show that you're 366 pounds or 466 or whatever it is, I'll say, okay, that's the true weight. But I don't trust any weigh-in from you. You're a liar.
Yeah, things of that nature.
And you can already tell she's going to be dishonest about it because she's talking about a weigh-in. Look at her eyes. They're all over the place, like shifting left, shifting right, looking down. So that's a sign of, I'm going to be dishonest to you. I'm going to lie to you. Now, if you were on a health journey, Chantal, a real one, full transparency, you be straight up 100% honest with yourself and with the audience. I don't think you have that ability to be 100% honest. If you continue to lie and hide things, you're not being honest with yourself and you're not being honest with anybody else. And you're not going to be able to hold yourself accountable. Holding yourself accountable means honesty. And already you're showing signs that you're not going to be honest.
At first, I'm going to struggle with these videos and with everything because it's a lot more activity than I'm used to. Honestly, I'm used to just ordering food and plopping myself in front of the camera. Actually making efforts is exhausting.
Yeah, those days are over. The new YouTube policies, you can't do that no more, Chantal. And even if there were no YouTube policies revolving around eating and eating issues, you should stop anyway. Your health is bad. It's really bad. We can see it. We can hear it. I know you can feel it. You should stop anyway. You can't go much further.
Exhausting for me at first, as I try to regain health and my energy levels. So, also, you don't have those dopamine hits from the unhealthy food anymore. So you're kind of feeling a little blue, but with my faith in God and prayer and just continually saying no to myself when I want to cave, I think, I just have to get ahead a bit, and then I'll be in a better place.
I'm not a religious person. I respect everybody's spiritual, religious beliefs. What you believe in is what you believe in. If it helps you have a better life, if it helps you to be spiritual, I am all for it as long as you are not using what you believe in to hurt yourself or hurt others. But a little word about that. You can't just expect something spiritual to make changes in your life. You have to make changes for yourself. You got to be active in that. You can't just say, I'm expecting, say, God to help me out completely and do all the work for me, Chantal. If he had a voice, or if the spiritual voice had a voice, you know what they'd be saying to you right now? You need to help yourself. You really need to help yourself. You have all the tools you need. You have all of the support from the people on YouTube. You've got money. You've got time. You got everything you need. It's just a matter of using it the right way. And if you want to go on this way, if you want to continue to be unhealthy and live unhealthy, you're doing it completely by personal choice. Because there's always another choice, there's always another door. The quality of your life depends on the doors you open and the doors you close. And you keep opening all the wrong doors and not going through the right ones.
So, um, I've been on this journey type of thing many, many times. And each time I appreciate you having new faith in me and coming along for the ride. Even if you're critical, I don't blame you. I have a lot of trouble sticking to things, and this is where I would like to really develop my character more and be more disciplined, have more self-discipline.
Ooh, interesting word she just used. I want to develop my character more rather than I want to grow more as a person. I want to be a better person. See, I'm one of those people that I pay attention to people. I pay attention to what they say, what they do, the words they use, because the words that you use point in the direction of where your thoughts are, your thought processes. And I've always been saying that I think one of Chantal's main problems is that she started out her YouTube channel as the person Chantal, but Chantal, the person, in her real life doesn't have any friends, doesn't have a social life. She's kind of a shut in. Whereas the character, Foodie Beauty, can turn on her camera and people always want to talk to her. And the character, Foodie Beauty, earns a lot of money on YouTube. She lost herself with her channel. She lost connection to the person and she dove completely into the character. And she put all of her self-worth into a persona, the character Foodie Beauty. And she never wants to shut off that camera. And she never wants to be that person. And that's why the person, Chantal, the problems have just been building up, building up, building up. Her life is in ruin because she just got lost in the character that she created, the persona. But it's interesting how she brings up that word right now, character. So are you interested in the person, Chantal, and improving the person? Or are you just simply coming up with a different aspect to the persona of Foodie Beauty and trying to be profitable with it?
Learning the art of delaying gratification, meaning this trip is, months away, but like a few months away. But if I can do the hard work now, the payoff will be amazing when it comes time to traveling, and not just that, but just for my health and everything else. So, this is about weight loss as well.
which is tied into health, but it's also about other things I'd like to cure health wise. Some hormonal imbalance and things like that, correcting with more natural food. So I'm just planning on eating a lot of less fat, less bad fat, because I don't have a gallbladder, so that's very unhealthy, especially on my liver. My liver.
Yeah, and the video that you posted yesterday, what were you eating? Straight up cream cheese, girl. Come on now. You have a fixation on cheese like I have never seen. Cheese has to be on everything. And then there's the carbs, the bread, the fries. It's out of control. Absolutely out of control. It's too much. Absolutely too much. And kicking the carbs, man, that's difficult. Oh, it's difficult. I know, I've been there. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. Boo, kicking the carbs. But it has to be done. You got to wean yourself away from that. It's going to take a while, especially if you're in a position, foodie, where you are somewhere and you can't even just fixate on something else that might be a bit more healthy, like getting out of the house and doing something. Like when you have those thoughts of food, you kind of snap yourself back and go, nope, nope, I'm not thinking about food today. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to take a walk in the park, or I'm going to go to the beach, or I'm just going to put my mind someplace else other than food. You have to retrain your mind. But if you have those thoughts of food, I'm going to distract yourself. Do something else. Go paint a picture. Go watch TV. Just stop the fixation on that type of thinking. Can you do it?
Liver has to work overtime to make up for the emulsifying of fats that the gallbladder would do. So eating a very high fat diet is just not ideal for me. It makes me feel sluggish. It makes me feel bad. Um, so it's going to be a lot of healthy fruits and vegetables and lean proteins and things like that. So yeah, it sounds exciting, huh? But health, getting healthy should be exciting. It's a whole new life I've never experienced, and I don't think I can do it. So I have to prove to myself I can.
Boom. She said, I don't think I can do it. So she's already lost the race before it even starts. She's not entering into this thing with a sense of hope. It sounds like there's no hope. She just said, I don't think I can do it. Whatever you speak out into the universe, you manifest that in a way. If you tell yourself you can't do something, then of course you're not going to be able to just because you said you can't. She's not speaking out loud, well, I don't know if I can do it, but I'm sure going to try, or I'm going to give it a go. She just said out loud, I don't think I can do it. So she's already setting herself up for failure by saying that.
All right, guys. So let's get this vlog going. All right. So thanks for watching.
This kind of looks like the same weigh-in that she did. I mean, I know it's the same scale, but is this a different weigh-in or is she recycling old footage? Kind of looks like she's recycling old footage, but that's just me.
So as you can see, I gained weight.
No kidding. We could have told you that.
Like about at least 2 or 3 kilos.
See, now you know she's not being honest. If you're on a health journey and if you're serious about, I'm really going to try, you're telling the audience, I'm going to hold myself accountable. That means you stop lying, foodie. Just stop lying. If you really want a fair chance about getting healthy, you got to stop this nonsense. You got to stop lying. to us and to yourself, especially to yourself. And stop being so preoccupied with, I'm going to do things strictly to spite people that I can't even see, versus, I'm going to get myself healthy. That's the most important thing, getting healthy. I'm going to put my focus on my health rather than being hyper focused on spiting complete strangers. But already you're starting out this journey with a lie. I only gained less than 5 pounds. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Girl, don't make me bring up some old footage of you. Don't make me do it. Because there's footage out there. You know that, right? There's archive channels, there's react channels. We got the footage. There's pictures all over Twitter, side by sides of you when you first arrived in Kuwait versus how you look now. You've gained more than 5. It's noticeable. You've gained well over more than 5 pounds. I would say you've gained at least 50 to 75 pounds since you've been there. And that's on the low side. And I'm not being a hater saying that. I'm just being honest. And that's something that you have trouble doing, is being honest. Starting out this journey on lies is not a good idea.
Yeah, over 2 kilos at least.
More than that. Try a lot more. Times that by, say, 10, you might have a good amount.
And I've been eating a lot of food, a lot of junk.
Yeah, we know. We watched it all. We've seen it all. You keep putting it in videos. We didn't ask to see it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to hear the ugly eating noises. You make us watch. We know. You don't hide it from us. You never hide it because you're too busy monetizing it.
A lot of processed food, a lot of sugary drinks, juices, sodas.
And by the way, Chantal, those sodas, can we talk? When you drink a soda, you might as well just be eating a candy bar. It's a liquid candy bar. There's enough sugar in soda that it's equal to eating a candy bar. Liquid calories count.
Very little activity. I've been avoiding the gym. So that would be why I gained weight. And no, I'm not happy about that. I do feel it. I feel very heavy, just no energy, So,
I don't like the tone of this video. Because here's Chantal coming on camera, talking in a low voice, and she's doing that, pity poor me. I have almost no energy and I'm eating all this junk food. She's trying to signal people to feel sympathy for her. I don't feel sympathetic towards Chantal. Not when she had a very active hand in getting to the state of which she's in right now. She's in Kuwait. I'm sure there's tons of healthy food. I'm absolutely certain that if she wanted to get healthy long ago and she said to Salah, hey, can you go to the market and get me some healthy food? Pick up some fruits, some lean meats. He would have done it. He got her what she asked for, what she made a tantrum over. And we saw all the many vlogs where they went to fast food restaurants and she would pull the pouty face if she got too small of a portion. She could have fixed her health well before now. She didn't want to. And now she's trying to pull the sympathy card of, I don't have any energy. Da 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 da. You made it that way, Chantal. You made these choices. So don't elicit sympathy from people because I have none.
So it's going to be hard shedding this extra weight at first, especially with the energy levels I have. So I'm hoping eating the healthy food will help with that.
And another thing. Now I'm 52 years old. And a lot of people, the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight. Your body it changes. It happens. So Chantal is 1 year away from being 40. So it's going to be harder for her to lose weight. Much harder. Hold on a second. My microphone pop filter just wonked on me. 1 second. Oh, come on. You fell off. One moment, y'all. Experiencing technical difficulty. Please stand by. Equipment failure. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So she's almost 40 years old, and she's got an excessive amount of weight to lose. And just to put it in perspective, I am somewhere in the 130s. I haven't stepped on a scale in a while. But Chantal is shorter than I am. She's somewhere in the 500s. I'm not exactly sure where she is, but just think about this. At her weight, at her height, Chantal is carrying the equivalent of 1 or 2 grown people in the front of her body. If she is 200 to 300 pounds overweight, which she is, she's carrying the equivalent of 1 or 2 grown adults in the front of her body. Of course, her back is going to hurt. Of course, she's going to have trouble moving around just because of that. But just think about that, Chantal, that I'm 5'4". You're not even 5 feet tall, or maybe at 5 feet tall. And you're carrying a lot of your weight in the front of you. You're carrying the weight equivalent of 1 or 2 grown adults in the front of you, because all of your weight goes into your tummy. A lot of it goes there. That's not healthy. That's called visceral fat. And visceral fat packed around your organs is not good. It's actually quite dangerous. Yeah, you might want to fix that.
But, yeah. So hopefully, inshallah, this weight will come off. I'm gonna do everything I can to get it off and get my health back. Hi guys. So today I thought I would do a more vlog style video, just kind of a day in my life, more of like a wellness type of vlog, I guess. So I am going to try and take care of my health today.
I wonder if she's nervous because she's afraid that the people on her channel that are all about her eating, she's going to lose them. You know what I say, Chantal? If you lose them, you lose them. Because those people that are around to support you eating excessively, they're around for the wrong reasons. They are there for their interest, but they don't have your best interest at heart. They don't care if you get unhealthy. They don't care if you get sick. They don't care if you end up in the hospital or worse. They're just there for what they're there for. And if you get healthy, you're going to get a whole new crowd. Like this whole thing with you eating, something's got to give. And if you don't switch things around, the thing that's going to give out is you. But it's your choice. You got to open the right doors and shut the wrong ones.
So I'm going to go to the gym. And then right now we're actually going to a fruit and vegetable market. We're out of fresh produce. So there's a pretty big, impressive fruit and vegetable market here in Kuwait that we're going to go check out. So we'll take you guys along, and then I'm going to hit the gym up.
The health arc incoming.
That's right. Yalla, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, we got a very pretty sunset in Kuwait. Missed opportunity, foodie. You were doing your ambiance. Like, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, look at foodie. Oh, look at her. Where is she focusing the camera? On the fried section. Zero in on the fried foods. You're hyper fixating on the food again, foodie. Look at that. She just she's not even like focusing for a minute. She's keeping the camera there like, I really want to go over. I really want to go over. Thing is, y'all, we don't know if she went over after she turned the camera off, because this vlog is full of jump cuts. So how do we know that she jump cutted? Like she focused on the fried foods. She went over there, got some fried foods, and then turned the camera back on. We don't know. We can't see everything. But look, if you're on a health journey, you see sections like that in a store, you walk right on past. Don't even focus on it. If you smell anything, you just walk even faster to get away from it. You don't sit there and stare. Look at that. Just can't tear herself away. And not nice of you, Foodie, to put people on camera that did not give their consent. Okay, so we're at the market. Question that pops up in my head is, so is this a place you just found out about, Foodie, or is this a place you've known about for a while? Because if you've known about this place for a while, there's all kinds of healthy food here. Why weren't you going here, or why weren't you sending Salah here to get that healthy food? You could have been doing that all this time instead of the takeout, because this looks like a pretty big place with a lot of stuff. Oh, more music, more filler music, more filler footage. Got to make the video at least 8 minutes to monetize it. But it looks like an enormous place with a lot of great food. Okay, she's back to talking.
Like a wholesale fruits and vegetables place, but I wanted to check it out because we needed some produce and it's a lot of things. We are getting some herbs.
Together?
Sure, yeah.
So if you're getting all those herbs, Foodie, I hope that you're going to be cooking a lot more. You know, cooking the food would mean that it's much more healthy. It's fresh, since you like that word fresh. But are you going to be cooking, or is Salah going to cook for you? Because we all know you hate cooking. You've said it. I hate cooking.
Nana is mint and dill and
It's such a shame, though, that she's got places like this over in Kuwait where there's practically everything. There's all kinds of herbs and vegetables and maybe some new fruits that maybe we can't try here in the States. This is her opportunity to try so many wonderful, new, healthy things, like really explore food. So is she going to explore? Or is she just going to pretend to explore?
coriander and parsley. It's like individual stands, people selling things. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I ain't going to lie. I'm jealous. I am so jealous right now. I would love to have a place where I live like that. I would love it. I would be going through everything, walking through every aisle saying, what's this? What's this? What's this? She's got this huge store full of everything, and she's not utilizing it for better health. Shame on you, Foodie. More filler music. Not about that life with the filler music. See, the place is practically a warehouse. It's practically like a Costco type situation. Anything you want there at all. A lot of it looks healthy.
Watermelon. Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm noticing? Stop. I'm noticing that Foodie is gravitating towards the high sugar fruit. Like she's, ooh, watermelon. She's looking for really sugary fruit. She needs to be careful about that because she's diabetic. You got to watch things like that. Even as a diabetic, there's certain fruits that are very high in sugar, like bananas. Got to be careful with the bananas. You want to go for fruit that is not so high in sugar, or be careful about consuming high sugar fruit.
Place is like maybe 2 Costco's or so of just fresh produce. It's a fresh produce market, very huge, with individual vendors all there to sell their individual things. Now, we came very late, pretty much close to closing, so a lot of vendors were closed, as you can see here. Usually this would be open.
And the reason for that is because Foodie is embarrassed of how she looks. So her and Salah tend to pick the time of night when there's hardly anybody around to do their shopping or running around or going out. And you want to travel with Salah, Foodie? You want to have a travel partner to do things with, but yet what can he do with you? There's a lot of things he can't do with you, and you are so self-aware of yourself, of your size, that you are embarrassed. You don't want to be seen in public, so you only go out at night, late at night, when there hardly anybody will actually see the real you.
and people, the sheets wouldn't be on them, and people would be selling their things here. So yeah, instead of carts, you have these individual people coming with like a trolley, and they follow you around and put your things on the trolley for you, and follow you around the store, put the things on, and then at the end you give them a nice tip, and they also help you pack the car as well. So
That's really nice. I know when I shop at Costco, people have like the trolleys for buying groceries in bulk, but that's really nice to have like a person there that they got the trolley and all you got to do is shop.
these are all individual apricots and peaches and plums and pretty much every fruit you can imagine. So yeah, I love apricots. And here's Salah just looking to buy some seedless grapes. Those are one of his favorite fruits. Me personally, I prefer the cherries here. So this is what we have so far. Some nice figs, Syrian figs, a bunch of cantaloupes. I love cantaloupe.
As I said, is she going to be able to eat all that before the fruit goes bad? I wonder.
And wow, I just am.
Because if she's not, that'd be an incredible waste of good food. My opinion, you should only get what you know you're going to eat. Just get a certain amount, and if you get low, then send your partner back to the store and get more, or go yourself. But there's no need to bulk up on stuff if you're just getting started on your journey and you're not sure how much you're going to eat, because then it's just wasted food.
Always amazed by the beautiful color of fruits and vegetables. They're so appealing to the eye, and I just love the different colors here. Wow, a yellow melon. These are zucchinis. You see a lot of those because one of the popular dishes here is mashi, and that's stuffed vegetables, and mashi kusa is stuffed zucchini. That's why you see a lot of them. And I also need some green onions, so we're going to get some of these giant ones here. We're getting thalatha, which means three. Three of them, right?
Yes.
All right, we're done here.
Look at her. She's coated in sweat. You guys see her? Look. She is sweating. Her face is dewy just from walking around a store. That's probably more physical activity than she's done the last 2 months. Just walking. Foodie, if walking around a store is it's making you out of breath, that's cause for concern.
Going to the gym. All right, so here I am at the gym in the change room. I'm feeling tired, not up to working out, but
So you just walked around a store and you are already wore out. You're done. But of course, you're going to just go into the gym and do 5 minutes of working out on a machine to make it look like you did a serious workout. We don't believe you. Sorry. No. Mm-mm. You just said that you are already tired and you don't feel like working out. That means you're not going to give it all that you could in the workout. You're going to go in there, get some footage, and go home.
I did push myself to at least do a good 45 minutes. I start with...
No, you're not. No, you're... No. You lie. You lie like a rug. You're not going to work out for 45 minutes. No, you're not. Nope. Don't believe it.
The arm exercise machines, those ones are usually pretty empty. So I start doing that. Just some pull downs and some bicep curls here.
Like, don't mistake me, y'all. Do I want her to work out? Do I want her to lose weight? Absolutely. But Chantal lies. So do I believe she's putting in a true workout? Do I see that her heart is in it? No, I don't see that. I see somebody that maybe YouTube just sent word that they're not going to pay as much for the food videos like they used to. She's tried every single thing to make money on YouTube. She's been falling back on the food content, and now YouTube is saying no more. So she's finally maybe doing what she should have done long ago. But let's see how long she sticks with that.
I'm very limited, as you know, as to what I can show you in.
I'm one of those people that when liars like Chantal, it's like after a while, it's like Don't tell me, show me. You got a bad track record with me. You got a bad track record. If you've got bad credit, it's going to take a while to get that good credit back. Like, you can't just sit there and say, I've changed and expect me to automatically believe you. You've got to show that you've actually changed for the better. Then you might start getting some of the trust back. And I have no trust in Chantal and what she's saying. And you guys are going to see why here in a few minutes.
The gym. So, and also, I can't really show myself when I don't have my hijab on, which is while I'm at the gym. So I'm just doing some bicep curls and now some walking on the treadmill. I do about 15 minutes of interval speeds, not too high yet, but I start, I do 2.4 and I alternate.
Walking is good. I'm not crapping on anybody who does walking for exercise. It's good to get outside or to walk, especially walking outside. You breathe in the fresh air and you put your mind in a peaceful place. It's good for you. I'm not crapping on anybody who does walking. But when it comes to Chantal, though, in order for her to burn those calories, she's got to get her heart rate up for a certain amount of time. And even if she is doing a good walking, low impact workout, what will screw it up is if after this workout she goes home and she's eating a very heavy meal with lots of calories and then going straight to bed. You just messed up your workout. And y'all are going to see she does mess it up big time.
You can see that was the beginning of my time, 15 minutes. Now I do the majority of my time at 1.6. I get lower back pain when I walk too much, so I do for a workout. Okay, so
boom. Here we go. Y'all look. Game over. Game over. Look at that meal. Game over. Tell me how Chantal has changed. Tell me how she's on a weight loss journey with all that crap in front of her. They just went to the store and bought a whole bunch of healthy groceries, right? Like fruits and vegetables and stuff. Where are they at? What is this? It's takeout. So you were just at the store, foodie, with anything you could have ever wanted. Healthy stuff. What is in front of you? You got 2 oversized portions of rice. You got all that bread. Why? And sodas. Look, there's 2 sodas over there on the right. Sodas, liquid calories, sugar. So she's over there giving us lip service about, I'm going to get healthy. I've never heard of a Pepsi diet. Have you? I haven't heard of a diet yet where Pepsi was considered a healthy thing and they recommended the Pepsi. But she's including that in her health journey. So we got tons of carbs everywhere, carbs all day. The bread, the big portions of rice for both people, 2 Pepsis. Game over. Game over. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Listen, if Chantal were on a health journey, why not cook up some rice? They've got a rice cooker. They've got like the Instapot. Why not cook up some rice and then take a very small portion of the rice and put it on a plate? Make an actual plate of food, because when you make a plate of food, you're kind of controlling your portions. For anybody out there that you're looking to lose some weight or maintain your weight, little helpful tip. And this worked for me and it might work for you, so I'm passing it along. Here's a little trick you can play on yourself that would be beneficial. If you're someone and you have really large dinner plates or plates that you eat off of, or really large oversized glasses that you drink from, or bowls, little tip, take the larger sized plates, bowls, and glasses and put them away and don't use them. Go straight to a dollar store or another store if you're choosing. Choose some smaller glasses, plates, and bowls. By doing that, by using those, you are controlling your portion sizes. If you put food on a smaller plate, you're kind of tricking your brain that it's more than what it is. Also, it helps because you can only put so much on a small plate or in a small bowl or in a small glass. And once you've consumed everything that's on that plate or in that bowl or in that glass, it can give you a moment to pause and say, do I really want any more? Do I really need any more? It helps with self control. But what do we got here, y'all? We got a crap ton of rice in takeout containers rather than on a plate. They could have gotten this food, put smaller portions on a plate, and treated it as a normal meal and put the rest away. So, a lot of lip service about I'm going to get healthy. This doesn't look healthy to me. This looks like the same old, same old. Game over, like I said. It's not going to work. She's eating the exact same portions the exact same way. How is she going to lose weight?
Post gym, we're going to have a fish dinner. It's quite late. So we're going to have this. I need to organize the kitchen a lot. So we ordered grilled fish, and that's egg.
That looks like way too much fish, even for two people. Way too much.
Eggplant, bread, rice, mabuch tahina, takus, rice for both of us. I'm not going to have the Pepsi. I'm going to give it to Salah. I'm going to have.
Liar! Liar, liar, pants on fire. I don't think that's for Salah. I think she did this filming and she acted like she wasn't going to get the Pepsi. And you know she drank one when the camera was turned off. And now she's trying to say no bread for me either. Oh, really? So why is the bread out then? If you're not going to eat it, why is it out where you can get to it? Y'all know my rule. If you got a problem with food, and if there are temptation foods to where you can reach out and grab them, they're too close. If you want to stay away from the temptation foods, they have to be out of the house. If they're inside the house, it's too close. You're going to get tempted. You're going to eat it just because it's there. Look at that. That stack of bread looks like a stack of pancakes. If you're not going to eat the bread, why is the bread on the table? If you're on a health journey, why can't you look at Salat and say, listen, I'm trying to get away from these carbs. So put the bread away, get a little bit of rice, put it on a plate, and put the rest of where I can't even see it. I can't smell it. It's not there. Why not do that?
Have this bottle of water. All right, let's eat. Yalla. Bismillah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
All right, I now have to organize all of this fruit and veg. I did have a fig and an apricot before the gym.
You know, I'm just going to throw my theory out on the table. I think when they go grocery shopping, they're shopping for more than just the two of them. Some of the grocery hauls that I've seen from Chantal, it looks like there's more food being bought for more than just the two of them. Like maybe there's food being bought for small children or another family. Like, look at the amount of those figs. Like, can she eat all those figs by herself? That would make sense if you're buying stuff for yourself, the person you're living with, and other people, because then it can be divvied up between everybody and nothing goes to waste. But why buy that many figs? Why buy that much fruit?
Gym. And these are very delicious Syrian figs. Yalla. Yummy.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you in the next one.
Well, we'll see if you're on a true health journey, Chantal. We will see. Like, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. Should you get healthy? Yes. Should you lose weight? Absolutely. But you're not going to the doctor and making sure that you are safe to work out. You don't know where your health is at. You started out this video lying to us, saying that you only gained 5 pounds when clearly you've gained more than 50. So you're starting out on a place of dishonesty. You're being dishonest with your audience. You're being dishonest with yourself. And that's on par for you. You live in a world of delusion and filters rather than reality. As long as you do that, you're never going to get healthier. So we will see, won't we? Yes, we will. Because even if you're using the filters and you're telling us lies, we'll see the truth anyway. But your health is your concern. It's up to you. This is your life. And it's up to you whether you want to live or exist. Existing really isn't much fun because you can't do much. Living is actually going out and doing things and being happy. So do you want to be happy or do you want to be unhappy? Your call. Personally, after what you did to BBJ, I think you deserve all the misery, but it's not my call to make your life miserable. It's your call. So you make whatever call you want. So I'm out, y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.